Welcome back to another day of 31 Days of Horror. I'm your host, Stephen Bloodworth, filmmaker and indie film critic. Thank you so much for coming by. The 1970s showed a lot of different horror films, but now we move into the slasher subgenre. Alice, Sweet Alice from 1976 is one of those slashers where fans of the subgenre argue on which film was the first slasher film. Taking place in 1961, young Karen is preparing for her first Holy Communion. Priest and friend to the family, Father Tom, gifts Karen with a necklace with a crucifix on it. This makes Karen's older sister, Alice, very jealous. Alice appears to be that black sheep of the family. She's convinced that everybody loves Karen and nobody loves her. Alice likes to scare people so much to where she dons a translucent mask and wears a yellow raincoat, scaring Father Tom's housekeeper and even stealing one of Karen's dolls, luring her into an abandoned building. The day of Karen's first Holy Communion comes, and Karen is shown being strangled by somebody wearing the same exact mask and raincoat that Alice was wearing. A man then detects smoke coming from the church, and when they find the source, they find a young Karen lying dead. Obviously, everyone is pointing fingers at Alice. Meanwhile, there are more murders going on. Not only is Alice, Sweet Alice one of the first slasher films, but it's also one of the first slasher films where the killer is mysterious. You don't know who the killer is. You want to believe the killer is this person, but in reality, is it really? Well, throughout the film, you do see Alice wearing the mask and wearing the raincoat while these murders are continuing. For 1976 and being one of the first slasher films, the gore and special effects are pretty damn amazing. The film is in no way a bloodbath, but the gore and the violence are extremely effective and still hold up to some regard to this day. The film was originally titled Communion and then years later Holy Terror before it being named Alice, Sweet Alice. As for the ending, I'm not going to spoil that. You're going to have to see it for yourselves. But as for the costume of the killer, I'm surprised we don't see it more often. You can easily see this character alongside Freddy Krueger or Michael Myers. The film has gained such a cult following, so why not? Overall, Alice, Sweet Alice is an excellent and extremely underrated slasher film, one that deserves more respect.